Police officers from across the country joined with family and friends of a fallen officer in Illinois.
Funeral services were held for Lieutenant Joe Glinowitz. Hundreds packed a local school auditorium to remember him. He was nicknamed G.I. Joe, and he was well known and beloved in the community.
He was a man that cared deeply for his community and his fellow man. Joe has touched the lives of so many.
Glinowitz was a husband and father of 4. He also led programs for young people interested in law enforcement.
Investigators are still looking for 3 people they believe shot that lieutenant. They're reviewing surveillance video from near the scene. The FBI also has a website where people can submit tips. We have a link at our website, TMJ4.com. There's also a $50,000 reward for any tips that lead to an arrest and conviction. We're still waiting to learn the name of a 22-year-old woman who died after her SUV plunged into Lake Michigan. This happened on Sunday in downtown Kenosha. Witnesses tried to help, but they could not get the women out. Rescuers eventually found her, though it was too late.
In Waukesha, authorities are asking for help in identifying possible arson suspects. 2 fires broke out early this morning, one on Arlington Street, the other just a block away. Firefighters say they are suspicious primarily because of where one may have started.
We're thinking to start it on the outside, and that's kind of the area that we're focusing in, and it got it into the building, into the attic.
5 families were inside the building. Fortunately, everyone got out safe. We're learning more about Hillary Clinton's upcoming trip to Milwaukee. The Democratic presidential candidate is scheduled to be here Thursday afternoon. She will attend a Women for Hillary grassroots organizing committee that takes place at 5:30 p.m. at UWM. Doors open at 4. So far, no other details have been released.
Let's get a check on the forecast now.
Here's meteorologist Scott Steele.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Storm Dave Bohr, meteorologist Scott Steele in the Weather Center. And boy, it has certainly been a summery feel over the last week or so. We've got some dramatic changes coming our way over the next week or so as we enter what is meteorological autumn after all. We'll look for cooler readings. And in your weather headlines, get ready for some rain to roll in. That's part of the system that's going to bring in that new air mass. Much cooler air coming our way for the second half of the work week. And the muggies will finally move out. I mean, we've had to deal with dew points near 70 degrees over the last few days. That is tropical in nature. And all that moisture is going to lead to some potentially heavy downpours as well as that rain does roll in. Going into the record books on this day, not quite 90 degrees like we were able to hit yesterday, but 86 the high, 75 degrees the low, well above average still. The average is 75 and 59, high and low. And the record's 97 degrees set back in 1939, and the record low, a chilly day back in 1962. 41 degrees. Some of our neighborhood high temperatures not quite touching 90, but oh, missed it by that much in Kenosha. Yeah, even along the lake. With all that sunshine you fine folks experience, your temperatures coming close to 90 degrees. A little cooler up to the north, a little more cloudiness and some late day rain shower activity. Fond du Lac at 80 degrees, 83 in Watertown, 81 in Waukesha, and 86 degrees, as I mentioned, officially in Milwaukee. But look at that in Racine. Also close to 90, 88 degrees there. Future forecast, our computer model across the upper Midwest showing low pressure with a trailing cold front to another low pressure center across the Central Plains. Now this frontal boundary is really not being pushed along very quickly, so it's going to kind of stall out. And ahead of the front, we're seeing spotty shower activity. That low down across the Central Plains is going to use this as kind of a train track and move toward us. As it does, it's going to trigger some heavier downpours as we go toward tomorrow morning. I think we're going to see some very wet weather, and then drier air starts surging in here along with northerly breezes as high pressure takes over as we head through the day on Wednesday. A close-in view to the future forecast across southeastern Wisconsin showing those heavy downpours coming our way early in the morning hours. And I think some of the heaviest stuff is going to be closer to the Wisconsin-Illinois border, but we should all probably keep our umbrellas handy as we head toward the evening hours as well. So traveling around the Badger State for tomorrow, expect to see showers and storms, especially central and south, but even the northern tier of counties could get kind of wet. Your storm team forecast for the overnight hours, look for showers and storms to become more prevalent toward morning, warm and muggy down to 67. For tomorrow, then, it's going to be a wet start, especially with heavy downpours, still seasonal near 75 degrees. But still muggy as well. Your Storm Team 4 7-day forecast calling for cooler readings to come in here. Look at this, 71 on Wednesday. We start to see more sunshine by Thursday, and then Friday, only 67 degrees, 65 on Saturday.